Olympic Valley Road. I'm a Plus member. I can fly here, right? If I'm a Plus member. Hey YouTube, it's Sean, Griffin RC Planes. I'm at the private nighttime flying spot. You have to be a member to fly here. I'm a Plus member, so I think I can fly here since I'm a Plus member and all. UMX Turbo Timber, Spectrum DX6i transmitter, which is the perfect transmitter for these little planes like this. I say we boot it up, and we're going to have a little course here. We'll run around on this right side of this light pole and hook a left, go on the other side of the two parking islands, hook a left between that parking island and the, what is that, a Mustang? It's a good looking color. And come down that straightaway there, and then hook a left around the shopping cart buggy collection area. And we'll have our own little left turning NASCAR UMX track. We'll do a few laps with no flaps where we have to fly a little faster, and then we'll do a couple laps with the flaps where we can do it a little slower. So I say we boot this guy up. It's supposed to rain tomorrow on Sunday, and I'm still kind of sick, so I don't think I'll be, if it didn't rain, I don't think I'll go and be around anybody tomorrow. I don't want to get them sick. This is about my 5th day of having this cold or whatever I got. So it's definitely not allergies, and it's not from being out of town for a while. Plus, I've got some other symptoms of an infection, which is a bummer. Definitely has rained on my weekend parade. UMX Turbo Timber. Give it a little gas to activate our AS3X and our safe select. Yep. Some people don't like you rolling the plane over upside down to verify safe is working, but as long as your servos and your control surfaces are moving in the direction that they're supposed to, then there's nothing wrong with doing that. So as I lift this wing, you can see that our right, the left wing of the plane, the alien goes up. So therefore we know that safe is working in the direction it can. And if you flip it upside down and they fully deflect 100% like it's trying to roll the plane back over, then you know your safe select is on like it should be. And we love safe select. If it wasn't for safe, I wouldn't be doing this hobby. And many others wouldn't either. So excuse me on that. Like I said, I'm a little sick. So no flaps. And we'll take off and make sure that car's not pulling in. And it's not. So let's just go for it. All right. So this is a no flap track right here, right now. We'll do 2 flaps or two races with no flaps. Around the buggy collection site. Around the lamp pole. Oh, I kind of missed that parking island. Now we hook a left on the parking island between the Mustang, and we turn around the buggy collection. What do you call that? In the South here, for those of you that don't know, shopping carts are called buggies. So the buggy corral, I guess you'd call it. All right, now I just turn on a full flapperoo. DX6i only has a 2-position switch, so you only have one choice of your flap setting. You can make it whatever you want. You know, it could be a landing flap or a full flap, or you can adjust it to be a 20% flap, whatever. But it's only a 2-position switch, you know, this way and that way only. So it's kind of on a full flap setting. You can see that it really slowed down. I'll bring it in closer. Also wanting to get more familiar with my new camera. I haven't put a dent in learning this thing yet, so the more I get out and use it, the better. I got an external mic hooked to it, a wireless one, so I'm hoping that's working good. Hope everybody's enjoying your weekend. I'm glad to be back. My dog is glad I'm back. I'm glad I'm back. I couldn't afford to stay in that city any more time. But all those dang slot machines, man. Here's my story about winning 1,300 in the first hour I was there. So first of all, I didn't know that I was staying in a big casino resort. I knew there was gambling in Reno, but I didn't know where I was staying. I'd called a couple motels in Lake Tahoe where my family was staying, and that guy told me like $280 a night or something, and he had like one room left. And I'm like, ouch, I can't afford that. And I said, man, you're local, you know. I said, I'm going to get a rental car. What would you do? He said, man, if you don't mind driving 45 minutes, I'd stay in Reno. So my hotel and my airfare combined on Southwest, Vacations website, it was less than $100 more to include my hotel room for 3 nights. So I just did that. Well, I ended up paying about the $280 a night after the slot machines. So I fly in, get my rental car. They gave me a Charger for a no upgrade fee because she didn't think anybody else was going to want it, and she had a bunch of families coming in town, and there's no back seat in that thing. So I gladly took it. The airport is quite small compared to Vegas and others. We're headed to the rental car. She said it's in spot B11, and she asked if I wanted to upgrade to a Charger. I said sure. She said I can't tell you what the color is, so we're in for a surprise. B11. Here we go. B11. In here somewhere. I think I see it. Might be a purplish color. Well, it is purple. There's our ride for a few weeks. Check this guy out. Got to this big resort where I'm staying called the Pepper Mill. It probably had 10,000 hotel rooms. The place was as big as 10 Walmarts and 10 Walmarts tall. I'm talking, this was a big place. Now here's where I'm staying. Looks like a nice place. Seems to be on the far end of the strip, but this is convenient to where I need to go tomorrow. So let's find a parking spot and see about how we get checked in here. So I check in, get my room, and I went down to the lobby and stuff because I was hungry. I hadn't eaten all day, and so I walked down and I asked the people behind the counter where I checked in, can you eat anywhere in here? It's like about 11 p.m. And they said Cafe Milano or something's open 24 hours, and that's like a cheeseburger and chicken wing and stuff kind of place. And she said you could even get it to go. And I said perfect. So I went down there and I ordered chicken wings and fries and ranch and honey mustard, and they said about 20 minutes or so, and they gave me a free Coke or tea or whatever one. I think I just got water. And within 8 feet of walking out that restaurant is slot machines. And here's this lady playing a slot machine, and it started dinging, dinging, dinging. Bells are going off and lights are twirling around, and she won something. Well, then I went back in to get my food, and when I came out holding my to-go bag, here were these two guys wearing suits, and they were getting her to sign this piece of paper, and they handed her a stack of money and said, "Congratulations." And I'm talking a stack, guys. It had to have been probably $20,000. I mean, it was a stack. Well, her and her friend got up and left, and I said, "I'm going to play that machine." So I found the first ATM. It was a $5.95 ATM charge. I pulled out $100, and I put like 60 in my wallet and 40 in my pocket. And I said, "That's it, 40 bucks. That's all I'm spending." Yeah, right. Well, I put the 40 bucks in, and it was a $1 minimum bet and a $9 maximum bet. And then you hit the button to spin the wheel. And the more dollars you spent, then the more chance you had of matching three of the symbols. If it was three cherries that won, if you just bet $1, all cherries would have to line up in an exact line, like right in the middle. If you bet $2, then you got a cross section. $3, you got three different lines. $9, you had every line possible. So if the big symbols popped up that were the ones that paid something, you would win. So I bet the dollar, then I'd win like 5, and then I'd lose and lose, and I'd bet the dollar, and it'd win like 7, and I'd bet the dollar, and it'd lose, and then I kept betting the dollar, and it was, then it would win 20, and you really would never gain anything playing the dollar, unless you just, as soon as you won 20 bucks, left. So then you have a chance on anteing up the bet. So the next, it didn't go to $2, it jumped to $3. So I did the $3 for a time or two, and the same thing: lose, win 30. Lose, win 20. And finally, I think I was down to, it may have been $18. So that was two $9 bets if I maxed out. So I hit the $9 and lost it. And then I started thinking about my food getting cold. So I hit the $9 again. I spun the wheel, and everything lined up, and this symbol in the middle that said spin. So I won a spin. And then you look above on the slot machine, and there's this big wheel that looked like the Wheel of Fortune. And it said I won 3 spins or something for me to press, play or spin the wheel. So I pressed play, and it went around, and nearly stopped on 100, nearly stopped on 200, get you all excited, and then nothing. But I had 2 more spins. So on my second spin, it paid like $170. I'm like, all right. Well, I still had another spin. So I spun it again, and I think it paid like 100 even. So now I'm at like $279 and my 40 bucks I put in there. So I just kept playing the $9 because I figured I was playing with their money. That $9 went up to like $13.80 or something within an hour. So I cashed out, and it prints out a ticket. And then I went to this machine that you put your ticket in, and it gives you cash. And I put $800 in my wallet, and then I had $500 and something in my pocket. And at this point, I wasn't worried about the chicken wings or chicken fingers. So I went back to the same machine, and it won a little bit more. I think I won $300 or $400 more dollars. And then it quit winning. Well, then I figured, I'm untouchable. I'm going to go play everything. And needless to say, that $500 was gone in about an hour. And I still have that $800. So I used like 100 out of that 8. And no matter how much I bet or what machine I played, it was the same thing. Win 80 and then lose 30 times in a row, or win, lose, win. And anyways, that 100 was gone, so it left me with 700. Now it was like 1 in the morning. I had to be up at 9 and showered, and my 45-mile drive to Lake Tahoe the next day. So I went and ate my cold chicken. All right, well, here's my room for the next few days here in Reno, Nevada. It's quite the room. Got some mood lighting. Look at that. Got a view of a parking lot. This is one huge resort. I had to go up an elevator and down an elevator, walk across the Sky Bridge. Not a bad room. took a shower, woke up like 6 hours later, got dressed, showered, and went to the wedding rehearsal. And then we did the rehearsal dinner, and we did all that at the Olympic Village in Lake Tahoe, which is a big touristy area. All right, we're driving on Olympic Valley Road. Well, it's pretty. Must be a really snow ski up there. Very pretty. The Olympics, I guess, in '69 were held there, the Winter Olympics. So we did all that, and then anyways, I went and met my dad on the exit ramp after that, and I'll show you guys that here in a minute. Hey, dude!
You styling?
You are too. Get you a new ride.
Yeah.
They were coming into town as I was leaving, so we met in the gas station parking lot for a few minutes, and then I went on back to where I was staying. Well, I couldn't wait to go gamble some more. I lost all that 700 bucks was gone, and the 60 I had left from the first 100, and then I went back to the ATM and probably another 300. And anyways, I didn't win anything. The next day was the wedding and all that stuff, and I got back to my hotel late after that, and I ended up winning like $500 or $600 more that night. Recouped my ATM withdrawals, and then crashed out and got up the next day for the airport. And I had a couple hours to kill before I had to leave for the airport. So I said, oh, I'm going to try this again. And anyways, same thing, up and down, up and down. Got to the airport. Well, there they had the same machines I was playing. And let me back up a minute. I played all the card games too, which was fun because I'd never done it before. And that was the same thing. Win, lose, lose, win, win. You know, the dealers were teaching me. So I got to the airport, and all the same machines were there, but you were allowed to bet a quarter instead of $1 minimum. So when you get to the airport and you've lost everything, you can still bet a quarter. So I had to get out of that town because I couldn't afford to stay there, let alone live there. I mean, good gosh, because every gas station has slot machines in it. I went into CVS, and right inside the door is 4 or 5 machines right there. All right, let's do a couple more laps of our NASCAR UMX track here. No flap. Around the left parking island, around that second one, around the buggy corral. Ooh, around the light pole. Bring her on down, bring her on down. A little windier up there. Let's see. No one's at Kroger right now, so a little more room. All you guys can see is probably a dot. All right, full flap. Slow it down. Oh! All right. All right. Get back in our NASCAR track. Left. Coming at us, coming at us, coming at us. Let's see how slow we can do this lap. We'll keep it tight. Oh, we grazed the wingtip there. The battery's about dying, so we'll go ahead and walk to my car, which is parked behind us. I don't normally fly in this part of the parking lot because of the lights are out in the normal parking spot where parking lot where I fly. I'm gonna land it. I was gonna fly it to the car, but there's a couple tight spots there. Let's see what the tight spots look like as we get a little closer. Yeah, I didn't want to worry about having to look for cars so I don't get run over. And then I got to worry about if you guys are seeing things. And I thought coming right through here and then between the eagle killing zone, it'd be tight. This curb right in front of us here is where I Slammed the night timber X into it and broke the prop that night. All right, we'll do one last lap where it's dark out here. No flap. And then we're done for the night. No flap. Green light's bright. All right, full flaps, throwing it down. Gonna land it at our feet. Beautiful landing. Thank you guys. Hey, subscribe if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up. It goes a long, long, long ways. Happy flying, guys. If you want to win a jet like this, all you have to do is subscribe. Click the like button and leave a comment. And then ring the bell so you don't miss my next video. At 1,000 subscribers, we gave this jet away. At 5,000, we're going to give another one. I don't know what it is yet. We'll see when that time comes. So hey, subscribe guys. Happy flying.